Dear students, in this lecture video, we studied about the liquid metal cooled reactors. The abbreviation is LMCR. The another name of this type of reactors is sodium graphite reactors. The abbreviation is SGR. This is the one of the type of the power reactors in use. Students, the sodium graphite reactor is the one of the typical liquid metal reactors. That's why it is called a liquid metal cooled reactors. In this reactor, the sodium works as a coolant and the graphite works as a moderator. The name itself, you see, this is the sodium. Sodium is used as a coolant. The graphite is used as a moderator. So therefore, this type of reactors is called as the sodium graphite reactors. The sodium symbol is Na, is used as a primary coolant. Here two types of coolant used. One is primary coolant, another one is secondary coolant. The sodium potassium NaK is used as a secondary coolant. The sodium Na is used as a primary coolant. The sodium, suppose the sodium is used as a primary coolant means the more electrical energy can be produced. Because of low pressure in the primary and secondary coolant circuit, in excessive pressure vessels can be used. Because here two coolant circuit is there, primary coolant circuit, secondary coolant circuit. So because of these two low pressure primary and secondary coolant circuit, inexpensive pressure vessels can be used in this type of reactors. Then the sodium boils at 880 degrees centigrade under atmospheric pressure. It freezes at 95 degrees centigrade. First, the sodium is melted by the electric heating system. Then it is pressurized to about 7 bars. Then the liquid sodium is circulated by the circulating pump. At a high temperature, the sodium becomes radioactive and it reacts with water. That's why the intermediate heat exchanger, that is IHX, is used in the reactors. This type of heat exchanger transfers heat from the sodium to the secondary coolant NaK, that is sodium potassium. This coolant goes to the steam generator, heats the feed water to produce the steam. This is the procedure for producing the steam. It is necessary to have primary and secondary heat exchanger. In the primary circuit, the heat is absorbed by the liquid sodium Na. The sodium becomes radioactive. It passes through the reactive core and it reacts with water chemically. Therefore, the heat absorbed by sodium is transferred to secondary coolant, that is the sodium potassium NaK, in the primary heat exchanger, which in turn transfers the heat in the secondary heat exchanger called steam generator. So primary heat exchanger is there and then secondary heat exchanger is there. This exchanger only is called as a steam generator. The reactor have two coolant circuits, no? So one is the liquid sodium Na, which is used in the primary circuit. Another one is the alloy of sodium and potassium in the liquid form, that is the sodium potassium NaK is used as a coolant in the secondary circuit. The liquid sodium circulates through the fuel core and gets heated by the fission of the fuel, the liquid sodium gets cooled in the intermediate heat exchanger. So what are the heat exchanger is used in the primary circuit is called as the intermediate exchanger, already abbreviated by IHX. Then the secondary circuit, the sodium potassium is used as a coolant. This coolant takes heat from the intermediate heat exchanger, which gets heat from liquid sodium of the primary circuit. The liquid sodium potassium passes through the boiler, which one through type of the having heavy tube only. So this is the steam generator, another heat exchanger in the secondary circuit. Now the steam generated from the boiler and it will be superheated. The feed water from the condenser enters the boiler, which is heated sodium potassium, which is passed through the tubes, which gives it heat to the water, which converts into the steam. This is the operation of the steam conversion. The sodium potassium liquid in the secondary circuit pumped back to the intermediate heat exchanger, which is placed in the primary circuit, thus making it a closed circuit only. The nuclear reactor vessel, the primary loop and the intermediate heat exchanger are to be shielded for radioactivity. Now you see the circuit diagram. So this is the nuclear reactor. This is the heat exchanger. So this is the primary circuit. This is the secondary circuit. So the primary circuit, reactor and heat exchanger. The secondary circuit is heat exchanger and then one more heat exchanger. And then this is the steam circuit, consists of heat exchanger, turbine and then condenser. This is the steam circuit. Three types of circuit is there. You see in the reactor and all, the first, that means for the primary circuit, that means the liquid sodium Na, the low pressure, that is heated in the heat exchanger. Then from the liquid sodium is again heated in the heat exchanger in the secondary circuit. This heat exchanger only is called the intermediate heat exchanger, IHX. From the liquid sodium, that is the heated liquid sodium in the primary circuit, that means it's heated in the heat exchanger and it converts into steam. That steam only is used to drive the turbine. The turbine and the generator coupled on the same shaft. The turbine mechanical energy is used to drive the generator. Generator generates electricity. The condenser is nothing. The exhaust steam from the turbine is condensed in the condenser. That means it is that exhaust steam converted into water. Again the water is pumped to the heat exchanger. Okay. Then is heated, then converted into steam. So this is the closed loop cycle. So this is a primary circuit also closed loop, secondary cycle also closed loop, steam circuit also closed loop. That's why this is the closed loop one. Students, I hope from the circuit diagram you clearly understood the working operation of the liquid metal cooled reactors, that is sodium graphite reactors. Sodium is coolant, graphite is moderator. Okay. Now the liquid metal Na can be handled under the cover of the inert gas such as helium to prevent contact with the air, the charging or the draining the primary or the secondary circuit loop only. What is the advantages of liquid metal cooled reactors? High temperature of the steam can be obtained because sodium is used as a coolant in the primary circuit. The thermal efficiency is very high because two heat exchangers are used. This type of system need not to be pressurized. The cost of pressure vessel and the piping system is reduced due to the use of low pressure sodium in the primary circuit as a coolant. What is the disadvantages of liquid metal cooled reactors? Any leakage of sodium coolant is highly dangerous. The sodium is highly violent with water and air. I already told you the sodium, there is a chance for react with water chemically. So that's why it is highly dangerous if any leakage is there. The primary and secondary heat exchangers are needed to be shielded with concrete block against radiations. The intermediate heat exchanger is required to separate radioactive sodium with water and steam only. So therefore the cost increases. Primary heat exchanger, secondary heat exchanger, intermediate heat exchanger. So therefore the cost more. Okay, here the sodium is used as a coolant. So therefore it is highly violent with air and water chemically. So therefore any leakage is there mean it is a problem. It is dangerous, highly dangerous. Dear students, I hope that in this lecture video you clearly understood the working operations of the liquid metal cooled reactors. Another name is sodium graphite coolers. Thank you students for watching this video.